I got my credentials as a shantyman over the course of almost 2 decades of sailing as a shantyman aboard a brig called the Lady Washington. They liked my music. I knew how to sail. I fit in okay. There was only one problem. I caught myself as we were doing Barrett's Privateers tapping my foot right here to keep time. Well, the Lady Washington is a small vessel. She's a 2-masted brig, and normally the shantyman stands on the quarterdeck up close to the tiller, watching the sails or whatever work is being done as you sing the song. But the captain's cabin is directly below there. There's a little hatch. And the ship is small enough that actually the captain's nose is probably 14 inches under my foot as I'm singing. So I would get singing a spirited shanty. We'd be hoisting sails, and then the hatch would crack open just a little bit, and a bald head would come out and say, "Stop that." And I'd stop that. And he'd slide it back. It was like a Monty Python thing. Anyway, he'd go back, and after a while, I'd get excited to start tapping my foot again, and then the head would emerge. "Stop that." So anyway, if you see Captain Les Bolton, don't tell him I was tapping my foot during that. And that was a sly way to introduce a Lady Washington song, not a shanty, but a song. And the cook, David Lovine, took turns with me as a shantyman, and David was a wonderful songwriter as well as a wonderful cook and a wonderful trombone player. That didn't fit in very often aboard the ship, but one time we had to take the Lady Washington out of Aberdeen and up around the northwest tip of the lower 48 states. It's called Cape Flattery. Bring her around Cape Flattery and down the Strait of Juan de Fuca. And when you do that, you're sailing against the wind and against the current. And sailing ships don't do that very well. But we have a secret. It's a secret the Coast Guard requires of us. The Coast Guard will not allow us to take passengers for hire unless we have an engine in the Lady Washington. She's a perfect replica of the original except for the fact she has an engine. We take great pains not to reveal unnecessarily that we have one. It spoils the atmosphere. So we call it different things. Sometimes we'll say, "It's time to hoist the iron spinnaker." There's other times we'll name all the sails, the mainsail, the topsail, the to'gansel, and then there's also the Detroitsail. We have the Detroitsail down below, and sometimes, when we shorten topgallant sail to to'gansel, we shorten Detroitsail to diesel. But we were coming out of Aberdeen, and the only way to get up around Cape Flattery that time of season was to turn on that engine and run it for a day and a half as we headed northward. And it makes an old tubby sailing ship pitch in an unworldly manner as you're sailing along, and there's that drone all night in the vessel. But it got us there, and then we got up past the lighthouse is not on Cape Flattery. It's on an island called Tatoosh, and it's wise to sail out around Tatoosh, not cut in between. Just share some wisdom with you. So we were watching, and as we rounded Tatoosh, the wind picked up in the right direction, and we shut down the diesel engine. We hoisted all 13 sails and sailed her up the Strait of Juan de Fuca on a full moon's night. And so David Lovine, being the gifted writer he was, he wrote this song. And if you want to sing along the choruses, it's all around Cape Flattery, Tatoosh shone bright, up the Strait of Juan de Fuca on a full moon's night. Come all you jolly mariners and listen to my sail. It's of the Lady Washington, a wooden ship of sail. We praise the sheep for tallow and the forests for their tar. But if you want to get out of old Aberdeen town, you cross the Westport Bar. All around Cape Flattery, Tatoosh shone bright, up the Strait of Juan de Fuca on a full moon's light. Try that. All around Cape Flattery, Tatoosh shone bright, up the Strait of Juan de Fuca on a full moon's light. Out of Gray's Harbor, Washington, we motored north all day. We wished we had a southerly so we could set some sail. We were rolling in the trough and thinking this will never end. Watch and wait for the helmsman to take around the bend. All around Cape Flattery, Tatoosh shone bright, up the Strait of Juan de Fuca on a full moon's light. All around Flattery, tattoo shone bright. The Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. Now it's nice to have an engine when a lee shore comes in sight, and the drone can help you sleep through a sloppy, choppy night. But to wake with a wind and a belly full of sail makes a motorboat ride by a comparison to pale. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. The Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. The Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. Then the orders came to shut her down, hoist up every sail. The Olympic range like pumpkins hit the night sky with a grin. It was topsails, courses, headsails, lads. Make it so, said Brown, while off the stern of Washington the blood-red sun went down. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. Up the Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. Up the Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. Past Nia Bay we sailed her then upon the flooding tide. To port we saw the shining lights of old Victoria. Past the Elwha to Port Angeles we were bound that night, as we ran before the wind beneath the full moon's light. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. Up the Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light. All around Cape Flattery, tattoo shone bright. Up the Strait of Wonderfuge on a full moon's light.
We hope you've enjoyed this snippet from our 2022 Yule Tide concert. In 2023, the Yule Tide concert will feature acts Countercurrent, Kat Eggleston, as well as the Whateverly Brothers, and will once again be emceed by Dan Roberts and Dan O'Quinn. Tickets are available at tickettailor.com/events/Maritime Alternatively, you can visit our website at maritimefolknet.org for more information and links to the ticket website. We hope to see you there.